Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Well, here's a live look out at Scottsdale Airport where the sun is setting. It's almost getting too dark to where you can't see the image out there, but you know, daylight savings does end tonight. Well, tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning, but before you fall asleep, you might want to turn those clocks back because whenever we're looking at this image tomorrow at this time, it will probably be completely dark. Sun will be setting earlier. As for those current temperatures right now, 74 degrees out there at Redding, sitting still in the upper 70s for some out there in the valley. A few of you got close to 80 and some of you did hit 80 today. That includes Redding. As for out there in those mountain locations, you're mainly out there in the 50s and 60s at the moment. Overnight lows tonight will be dropping in the 40s across the valley, but many of you should be avoiding those 30-degree temperatures. But out there in the Sierra, you could still hit the 20s in Trinity County. You could still get some of you into the 30s. Highs tomorrow, we'll see 80s across the valley. Some of you might be avoiding it, such as Chico or Oroville. You might just stay in the 70s, but much of the valley will be in the 80s tomorrow, so we are warming up, and we'll be staying warm the next few days as well. As for those mountain locations, some of you could even reach the 70s for tomorrow, and that's because we got this ridge of high pressure sitting over Northern California. You see the yellows, the oranges, the reds. That indicates high pressure, and it's just been parked over Northern California for quite a while now. We'll have light winds because no other systems are near us, but once we go to Thursday and Friday, notice it really weakens and goes farther to the south. As that happens, we could see some more clouds moving into that forecast, but also notice on Saturday you got a little green. It's possible we could see a stray shower or two in Siskiyou County, Modoc County, or Trinity County going into next weekend, but we'll have to keep an eye on those chances. But tomorrow is also National Sandwich Day, so if you do want to go out, maybe go to a sandwich shop, grab a sandwich with a friend or something, you know, lunch, 71 degrees, looking fantastic for it. If they have some chairs outdoors, you just want to sit down and eat it, not too bad. As for the high tomorrow, should be around the upper 70s, but many of you will be reaching the 80s out there in the valley. But also, again, daylight savings ends tonight. So make sure to turn your clocks back tonight, an hour that technically starts at 2 a.m. though, but also it's a good idea to test those smoke alarms. It's kind of like a reminder, okay, when you change your clocks, test the alarms. Also, you'll have an extra hour of sleep tonight unless you're working the night shift. If you are, I'm so sorry, but the sun will be setting an hour earlier out there. As for the 7-day forecast in Chico, a high of 79 for tomorrow. Staying there on Monday. Once we go to Tuesday, we begin a slow decline in temperatures by about a degree every single day. But notice once you get to Thursday, we do have some increasing clouds coming in that forecast. And then once you go to Saturday and Sunday, maybe even a stray shower chance. But so far, we're not looking to be seeing that. As for Redding, a high of 84 for tomorrow. 83 out there on Monday, and then still in the 80s, the low 80s, on Tuesday and Wednesday out there. As for Thursday, we're eventually going to see some of those 70-degree temperatures back into that forecast, and then we're in the mid to low 70s by the end of the week. But also notice you still have those increasing clouds. In fact, Redding will be mostly cloudy on Saturday. It's been a while since we've seen a lot of clouds, but you know, when you have those when you have a lot of clouds, those low temperatures are usually a little warmer.
I like that. It's looking good. Looking good for our week ahead. Thank you, Brian. And now we turn to sports with Brandon Benitez.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? We have a pretty solid day coming up. We have an SEC football matchup between two top 10 teams in Florida and Georgia, plus one of the most prestigious events in